Hello, and welcome to the Mochi Panda Club. Today we're going to talk about another essential part of financial literacy, and that's saving and investing for the future. First, let's talk about saving. Saving is simply setting aside a portion of your income for future use. This could be short-term goals like a vacation or down payment on a car, or long-term goals like retirement. One of the most important things to remember when it comes to saving is to start early and be consistent. The earlier you start saving, the more time your money has to grow, and the less you'll need to save each month. Now let's talk about investing. Investing is the process of using your money to make more money. There are many different types of investments, but some common examples include stocks, bonds, real estate, and mutual funds. Investing can be a great way to grow your wealth over time, but it's important to remember that it's not without risk. Before you start investing, it's important to have a solid understanding of the different types of investments and the associated risks. When it comes to saving and investing, it's important to find a balance that works for you. The key is to make sure that you're saving enough for your short-term and long-term goals while investing enough to help your money grow. One of the best ways to start investing and saving for the future is by opening a savings account and start contributing to it regularly. You can also consider finding robo-advisors, which can help you with the investment portfolio. The bottom line is saving and investing are important parts of financial literacy and are key to reaching your financial goals. Start early, be consistent, and always learn more about the different options available to you. Knowing how to save your money just might be the second most important thing that you do besides having a budget. And while it may seem daunting at first, I'm going to provide you with a few best practices that'll help you along the way. First off, create a budget, which we covered in the first episode. Knowing exactly how much money you have coming in and going out each month is a critical first step to saving money. Tracking your expenses, identifying areas where you can cut back, and allocating funds towards savings is pivotal. Next, make sure you're able to automate your savings. Consider setting up an automatic transfer from your checking account to your saving account each month. That way you can ensure that you are consistently setting aside money for your future. The next thing, avoid impulse purchases. Impulse purchases can quickly eat away at your savings. Try to resist the urge to buy things on a whim and instead wait a day or two before making a purchase to see if you still want it. I know we live in a YOLO society and everybody wants everything yesterday. It's not worth it. Next, make sure that you save your windfalls. Any additional income you receive, such as bonuses, tax refunds, or gifts, should be allocated toward your savings. It's money that you didn't expect, so just park it in savings. It's the best place it could be, trust me. Thanks for watching. Next, live below your means. One of the best ways to save money is to live on less than you earn. Prioritize your spending and make sure you are saving a portion of your income each month rather than spending everything you earn. In a Fortune.com article, it reads, more than half of Americans raking in $100K or more are living paycheck to paycheck. Don't be that guy or girl saying that every time you get a raise, you buy a new car, or you get a promotion and you take a vacation. It will eat up your funds. Avoid high interest debt. High interest debt can quickly eat away at your savings and make it difficult, if not impossible, to build wealth. Try to pay off high interest debt as quickly as possible and avoid taking on new debt. That means the credit cards, especially. Credit card debt will eat you alive. Get rid of it. I've heard it said many times before, but you can't save your way to rich. The average bank gives you about 0.001% interest on your money. The bank is not sitting on that money. The bank is making that money make money for them. And that's what you need to do if you want to build wealth. That brings us to our next section, investing. Investing can be a great way to grow your wealth over time, but it can also be overwhelming, especially as a beginner. Here are some of the best practices to help you get started. Investing can seem like a really daunting task, but let me tell you, it's pretty simple. The very first thing that you should do is educate yourself. Take time to learn about the different types of investments, how they work, and all the risks involved. There are many free resources available online, such as articles, videos, and courses that you can take to educate yourself for free. I use YouTube all the time. YouTube is the greatest teaching tool ever. Be sure to look up all the things that I'm telling you. Make sure you start small. Don't try to invest any large sums of money at once, especially if you're just starting out. Instead, start with a smaller amount and gradually increase your investment over time. You ever heard the expression, don't put all your eggs in one basket? It's true. In investing, it's called diversifying. Make sure to always diversify your portfolio. That means spreading your investments across different asset classes, such as stocks, bonds, real estate. This all helps to avoid the overall risk and increase your chances of success. Now, believe me when I tell you, investing is a gamble. Is it gambling like the lottery? It can be. The odds can be a lot worse. You can lose everything by making uneducated, undisciplined choices and decisions. So make sure that you take your time and learn first. There are many books out there that teach investing. For example, The Little Book of Common Sense Investing by John C. Bogle. It emphasizes the importance of low-cost index funds. And then there's The Intelligent Investor by Benjamin Graham that you can think of. I believe Warren Buffett is a big fan of this one. And that book focuses on value investing and teaching readers how to make smart investment decisions. And then there's A Random Walk Down Wall Street by Burton Malkiel. I think that's another favorite of Warren Buffett. I know two of the books that really inspired me in learning more about investing was Money Master the Game by Tony Robbins and its follow-up Unshakable. You've got to remember that every investor is unique. Every investment is equally unique. You might invest in art. You might invest in real estate. Hell, sneakers, I don't know. But whatever it is, it's going to be unique to your likes, interests, and values. So use that to your benefit. It's very important knowing the difference between an asset and a liability, and make sure that the hard-earned money that you saved and you decided to invest are only spent on assets. Avoid trying to time the market. Trying to time the market and trying to buy and sell investments based on short-term market conditions is generally not a good strategy for beginner investors. Instead, focus on making regular long-term investments and letting time work for you. Work with a professional. If you're new to investing, consider working with a financial advisor or professional who can help guide you and provide advice. Just make sure you choose a reputable professional who has your best interests in mind. One of my favorite movies, The Professional. Leon, the Professional, with Natalie Portman as a young girl that's being tutored by an assassin to become an assassin herself, to exact revenge on some evildoers that killed her family. Very good movie if you haven't seen it. In particular, there's a part of the movie that I think equates pretty well to investing. And it goes like this. When Leon starts teaching Matilda about becoming an assassin, the first weapon that he teaches is the sniping rifle. And he said, this is the easiest thing to learn. It's very easy to shoot someone from a half mile away from on top of a building. One of the simplest things you could do is pull a trigger. He said, as you become closer to being a professional, the closer you can move to your target. So he says the last weapon that you'll learn to use is the knife. So I take investing with almost the same analogy. When you start off investing, the longer your time horizon is, better it is for a beginner to use. When we talk about thinking for the long term in investing, and we're talking about thinking decades out, that's a pretty easy way to make money. If you hold on to it long enough, your money will grow. It doesn't take much skill, talent, knowledge, anything to do that. Just like the sniper rifle, right? The more of a professional that you get with investing means that the less time it will take to make money. 10 years, anybody can buy a stock and hold on to it forever, and it'll probably be worth a lot more than what it was when you bought it. In a month, the less time that you have to work with, the more that you actually have to know what you're doing. If you think about it in terms of, weeks, days, minutes sometimes. If you look at penny stocks, it can be seconds. Could mean the difference between making money and losing it. The more professional you become with investing, the least time you need to make money, if that's making any sense. And I believe it's always important to have a long-term perspective when making investment decisions. Don't get too caught up in short-term market fluctuations, and instead focus on the big picture and the long journey ahead. What is your ultimate goal? Is it to retire with X amount of dollars in the bank? Is it financial freedom? Whatever it is, look at it in terms of decades, not years, not months, not weeks, decades. Time is your friend, so you should have the same mindset too as a beginner. Avoid trying to time the market. Trying to time the market or trying to buy and sell investments based on short-term market fluctuations is generally not a good strategy for beginner investors. Instead, focus on making regular long-term investments and letting time work for you. I know for a lot of us, it's hard to trust anybody, especially when it comes to money. Sometimes we feel like nobody's going to care about our money as much as we do, and you'd be right. That's why it's important for you to know the basics and use professionals for their guidance, for their advice, but not because you don't know anything. They're supposed to just add to what you already are learning and what you already know. Now, of course, there's many different ways that you can invest. There are ETFs, there are index funds, mutual funds. The way that it helped me to wrap my head around it is like this. Think of the things that you like using in your daily life. Think of a brand that you can't go without. Are you you wear nothing but Nikes? You only buy Louis Vuitton bags. You only buy Apple products. Learn what those stock tickers are and actually buy into the companies that you use on a daily basis. Those are the companies that you know because you followed them for years, you love them, you will keep following them forever. Before you read any spreadsheet, before you read any financial statement, you already have a feeling about the companies that you really like. So invest in those companies if you feel like they're companies that are going to be around for a long time. I feel that way with Apple. I feel like Apple is going to be around for a very long time. I buy Apple products all the time. Okay, so there you have it, folks. Investing in your future is one of the smartest decisions you can make, and it's never too early or too late to start. Whether you're looking to build a comfortable retirement or achieve a specific financial goal, the power of saving and investing can help you get there. Remember, the key to successful investing is to start small. Be consistent and remain disciplined. By making smart choices, managing your risks, and staying committed to your financial goals, you can achieve the financial freedom and security that you deserve. Thanks for tuning in. And if you have any questions or comments about saving or investing, feel free to drop them in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more valuable insights on personal finance and investing. Until next time, happy saving and happy investing from the Mochi Panda Club.